Before we start today's video, check out our new merch shop linked in the description below, featuring new updated designs from your favorite Marvel projects. Use the code TEAMCAP or code IRONMAN in all caps to get 10% off of your order. Thanks so much and enjoy today's video.
Hey everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we're going to be discussing some crazy news for the future of this franchise, the SONYVERSE, if that's what you want to call it, the villain SONYVERSE of Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, the Venom movies, and Morbius. It's done. It's ending. It doesn't seem that Sony is going to be wanting to do anything with it in the future. They don't have anything as of right now confirmed to specifically be taking place in that quote-unquote Sony universe. We're going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Marvel's next movie will not be getting a sequel, and that whole franchise is done, as I had mentioned it seems. Reports indicate the next Marvel movie will not be fortunate enough to get a sequel, and while Marvel Studios has only delivered one theatrical movie in 2024, Deadpool and Wolverine, that's from Marvel Studios and a part of the MCU, the comic company has not lacked content elsewhere on the big screen. This has been thanks to the Sony Pictures trio of films coming to theaters this year. Madam Web at the beginning of the year was a bit of a flop, more than a flop, and grossing only $100.5 million in the global box office, not even being able to break even, while Venom The Last Dance, having come out just about in October, about 2 months ago, is approaching the $500 million mark in its theatrical run. Still, in comparison, that Venom movie still didn't make as nearly much as the first two did. However, due to the mixed critical reception, Sony might be at the end of its superpowered rope for the foreseeable future, at least for as of right now. This isn't the end of Sony Spider-Man projects and movies. It's really only the beginning. It's the end of the beginning, if maybe, is that how you phrase it? I'm not really sure, but they're moving and shifting and prioritizing is what they're really doing, and it's honestly for the better. As much as I want to like these movies, Morbius, Madam Web definitely aren't it. The Venom movies are pretty alright. The first two definitely. Kraven the Hunter looks really good. I haven't taken the time to go see it, and honestly at this point I'm not sure if I want to go see it, but according to thewarp.com, Sony Pictures' Kraven the Hunter is set to be the last movie in Sony's Spider-Man universe for the foreseeable future. Sony's Spider-Man universe without a Spider-Man, just the villains. But the report discusses the Kraven movie as an apparent end to Sony's Marvel spin-off franchise. I would really like to say that that was Venom The Last Dance, because that was the only one that really had any movement to it, if you want to call it that, any actual structure to it, as it was a whole trio. But they say, in quote, in their report, the apparent end of Sony's Marvel spin-off franchise represents one of Hollywood's most ambitious and costly attempts to build a shared cinematic universe without a central character, which would hopefully have been Spider-Man. Ending that quote right there. One of the top talent agents also spoke to the outlet about Sony having made the movies that they wanted to make for at least the time being, focusing on the next Spider-Man film now with Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. We recently just talked about that here on the channel as well. Definitely go check that video out. They reveal and say that they're, in quote, they've developed what they want to develop for now. It's really about the next Spider-Man film. I mean, that quote right there, very straightforward, point blank, to the point, of course. I think it's pretty exciting. It kind of goes both ways. Like, it's like scratch your head kind of moment. Like, what even happened with those movies? Are those even real? They feel like a fever dream. There's a whole production quality side of things that just wasn't the best with those movies. That comes from a film student, and you guys probably know the gag with film students and not liking Marvel movies, but it isn't like that. Those movies just don't have the best production going on for them. It definitely could have been a lot better given their budgets and everything of that nature, but it's also exciting because it goes both ways, as I had mentioned. Like, you want these movies to succeed, you want them to be good, you want people to like them, especially it goes as a content content creator as well. You want to enjoy what you're talking about and what you're reporting on and talking about here on the channel, of course. But when they come out, people aren't liking them. They're just not the best movies. They're not great movies. It makes it difficult, and it's like just watching a toddler fall off a bicycle, quite honestly, is what it's gotten to at that point. And as I had mentioned, it's good because now it's taken as a confirmation that Sony is full frame, like, set up to focus on the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, Spider-Man 4. Not just that, but they're also developing other things that are still their own, things that do actually have attention from the fans, things and stuff that fans want to actually have. Alongside with Spider-Man 4 and Tom Holland, Sony has also its attention on a Nicolas Cage's upcoming live-action Spider-Noir series, and also an animated Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, closing out that trilogy. Focusing on those projects is what is important, and those are the projects that fans actually do want. A Nicolas Cage Spider-Noir series live action for Amazon Prime Video is something that we haven't actually discussed all that much here on the channel, but they are doing it. They're currently in the midst of filming it right now. Same thing for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, if that's currently in the midst of its production and being worked on. And then, of course, also same thing for Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. It's currently in active development and looks to begin filming as in spring of 2025 next year. Honestly, looking all at it as an overview, it's kind of crazy that it's finally gotten to this point. Like, for the last couple of years, you know, since last year or the year before, it's kind of like, when are they going to stop making these crappy movies? Like, we kind of started with Morbius. Looking at it, it's kind of like, when are they not going to do these anymore, and kind of give up on it? And of course, Sony did what they wanted to do, which is also important, kind of maybe acting as experimental films. Maybe they'll come back around to these films. Maybe these movies will pick back up somewhere in the MCU and have a long-term payoff, which is something that would also maybe be nice to have in the future somewhere. But for as of right now, just not the best thing to focus on. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below, or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.